Hello, my friends. This past week was the yahrzeit of a very, very special man, Baruch ben Naftali, Mr. Baruch Spivak. Baruch Spivak, if I ever wanted to name the Torah Outreach Program, I would call it the Baruch Spivak Torah Outreach Program for seniors. As I mentioned before in videos, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, God gave me a terrible sense of direction. What can I do? I was supposed to go to try to arrange a class on a campus in downtown Miami, an FIU campus, and I got horribly lost from the parking garage to the campus. While I was walking around trying to find my way around, someone banged me in the back. I turned around very quickly thinking I was about to be mugged like this, I'm ready to defend myself, and there's this little old man who looks at me in the face and he says, I want to become a Baal Tshuva. I want to become religious. I need your help. He happened to have a picture of his grandfather who had a long gray beard and a big black yarmulke. He said, this is my grandfather, this is who I grew up with, he taught me Torah, I lived with him, and I ran with him during the war. As the Nazis were going east, we were always at least a day's journey ahead of them. We ended up in some place in Tashkent or something like that, and he learned Torah with his grandfather, and his grandfather passed away around the same time the war ended, and he ended up in Eretz Yisrael, and he fought in 48. And after the war, he immigrated to America, became a very successful cab driver in Manhattan, sold his medallion, made a lot of money, had 2 children, and instead of teaching them Torah, he took them all over the world. And he said, I'm 80 years old. I'm looking back in my life and I realize I made some mistakes. Can you help me? I invited him to come to us for Rosh Hashanah. It was right before Yom Tov, and we started learning together, and a man named Saj Freiberg suggested that why don't we turn this into an organization? I forgot to mention that literally 3 seconds before I was saying, Rabboni Shalom, please God, help me find my place. I'm looking for something else. And that's when he banged me on the shoulder. But from there we started the Torah Outreach Program for Senior Citizens, TOP. Since then, TOP has been instrumental, Baruch Hashem, in stopping, I think, up to 12, maybe 15 cremations and non-halachic, non-Torah burials. And especially we stopped cremations. We've stopped men from shaving with a razor, using a shaver instead. TOP has taken away New Testaments that have been given out by missionaries in the old age homes and replaced them with Aryeh Kaplan Chumashim. Now during the war, TOP has gotten our seniors involved by being part of what we call the Spiritual Iron Dome, where the seniors have the name of a soldier, and they daven for that soldier, and they do mitzvahs for that soldier, and I have seniors who have stopped smoking on Shabbos in honor of that soldier that they took on. I have 2 seniors who are now wearing tzitzis, and a third asked me to bring tzitzis to him. I have a group of women, 2 groups of women, who have baked challah for Shabbos in honor of, or as a schus, as a merit for the soldiers. Our seniors are alone, for the most part neglected by their families. and until Top came around, disconnected completely from the Jewish world. And this is what Top does. We reconnect them to their Jewish roots. As a woman who is now 102 years old said to me, I had to wait till I was 100 years old to finally figure out what it was that my mother was doing all the time, and she wouldn't tell me because my father told her not to share the Judaism with the kids. I had to wait till I was 100 years old to learn these things. This is what Top is. We're fighting a battle. We're fighting a battle for people who are disconnected from the Jewish world, and we're reconnecting them. We're reconnecting them to their roots. We're fighting a battle for people who are lonely. For people right now in the situation that the Jewish people are in, are scared because they're surrounded in their facilities, in their assisted living facilities and nursing homes, they're surrounded by non-Jews who listen to the news. And they're nervous because anti-Semitism has raised its ugly head in the assisted living facilities also. And we give them strength. And we give them answers to hard questions. And we give them a sense of Jewish pride and Jewish belonging and a sense of worth. That's what Top does. Why am I saying this now? Like every year, the Torah Outreach Program is doing a $100,000 sweepstakes. A chance to win $100,000 plus 10 other prizes. And yes, there are other organizations that are in on this also. And when you give, all the organizations have to are working together. And people say, like, why should I give to you over somebody else? First of all, we have a cause that is different than others. And also, a side benefit, anyone who buys through the Torah Outreach Program is also getting a chance to win 3 nights in a luxury vacation home in Orlando. But besides all that, you have a chance to be mishtatev, to join in to a precious, precious mitzvah, to help some very special people who need your help. These are people who are lonely. These are people who need to feel like they're part of the community. And this is what Top does. And Top needs you. On the bottom of this video, the website will flash across the video. Please follow that website. Take a look at the video that's on the website. Hear what a woman is saying about what Top does for her, and see what goes on. Become a part of it. Thank you.